It's such a good pick for the off lane and getting those ganks and sniping people. He's great for that. And,
Yeah,
the ban for the Mirana as well. That's another ganky pick. For that roaming support or his carry getting them guaranteed kills.
yeah. Also
If you can
for
roam in those.
ultimate, which is just so many good
Yeah.
opportunities, and it forces them to buy tons of the supports to buy a lot of sentries and keeping them poor, making it hard to build items on them.
I really hope to see Tomato Pierce show off some of his meepo play.
He might do, he might do.
We'll see.
Yeah. Will probably be a last pick AA, which is definitely one of my favorite heroes. That Ice Blast is so strong, especially combined with another mobile damage. I'm surprised no one banned the Invoker because there's quite a few good Invoker players here.
Yeah, Invoker is such a good, strong pick for mid. Or well, he can play in just about every role. But the pushing power at the moment of Invoker, and I'm sure he'll soon be getting touched on with reducing some of his aspects of play in the next patch. He's definitely one of the stronger characters at the moment.
Yeah, I actually think he's getting a bit overpowered because I've seen a lot of. I mean, to get the full out of Invoker, I mean, you need to be a very skilled player, but other you can just evoke Sunstrike and Cold Snap and then use it, and then you can get the spirits up and everything. So he seems to be too easy to do really well with these days. And a tree and protector pickup. We might see him in a aggressive trial in here. Maybe they'll pick up a hard carry so they can delay the game with tree. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to see if they go for the is it the leech seed and definitely trying to get that max and get some aggressive ganks on the other team, or if they play a bit more safe with the living armor, and then picking up the dazzle. They could definitely do this aggressive tri lane. Be some two good supports.
This is a very heal-centric draft, though. Well, I guess Living Armor would work against some of the ticks of AA, and Dazzle could also, with his Shallow Grave, maybe save some before he gets Aghanim. So usually they ban out Dazzle when you get AA. I see a lot of pro games too. So we'll see what will happen here.
It's interesting that they picked the Treant Protector as well as Dazzle after seeing the AA. I think team fight, you're going to be struggling to get those heals off. Although Dazzle does bring other aspects as well, but we'll see how that lands.
And we see Wraith King being picked up by the Dire team. I think that's a support Wraith King. It's actually a quite nasty combination if you skill Frozen Feet, whatever it's called, and you stun into Frozen Feet, and you actually can proc the skill, which usually is pretty hard to do. And this setup works quite well in an aggressive tri-land with another carry, with another stun or slow. So we'll see what they pick up next.
And as for the bans there, so just getting rid of some of the more stronger, like mid with Viper. Obviously wanting to maybe build up on their mid. And get rid of the Lich as well, that's interesting. They'll be able to, not be able to control the lanes, although I'd have thought with the supports they've already got, I won't see why the team would pick another, unless in the past, some of these boss players have picked up Lich in offlane and done really well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a bit weird as well because I know that these players on the Radiant team have. Well, I'm unsure about the Lich ban. I don't really understand it, to be honest. I could see the Axe ban, but also that maybe they have played some games where they really didn't like playing against them. And they ban a Luna, which she's pretty strong. Strong pushing strat, and especially when you can skill the lifesteal early. And they definitely also believe that there's support Wraith King and not the carry Wraith King. We'll see here. What do you think the Radiant will pick up now?
I think with the talk of the Invoker earlier, I would be very surprised if not to see it in this next pick. If like you're talking about the pushing lineup, getting rid of the Lycan and the Luna, they could really push down towers with the healing setup as well. They've got potentially with an Invoker and who knows? You know, they might come out with the natures. I think.
Yeah, I'm also very surprised Invoker has picked up because there's, as I said, both team has good Invoker players. Kalla likes to play a lot of Invoker, and Shiraz doesn't really play mid, so I think he's their mid. Oh, there we go. The pickups the Invoker on the Radiant side. That's probably a Sansuken mid Invoker, which will be quite nasty. And there's a Darkseer pickup right off the bat from the Dire team. I guess that's an off lane, but picking off. I guess the Darkseer is good enough of itself. He can farm fast, and he's really good in team fights, even late game. But I would think they will pick up the offlane before they, after the other team picked up the carry. So they might pick a melee carry.
Yeah, I think the Dire side have got a good, strong team fight at the moment with the AA and the Darkseer pickup. I think should help to build upon that. Although the Radiant side are definitely looking at a different strategy here. They'll be less probably looking at those 5-man team fights, especially with the AA's ulti, and negating some of the support's best abilities.
Yeah, well, the nasty thing is that if the Invoker goes EMP, he can definitely wipe out the energy of the other, which has more team fight present as it is of now. And there's a Slardar pickup. I guess that's good. Reduce the armor of the tank here, of course. But it seems like they want to play a fast, aggressive game. I don't see this is like a 5-man death ball thing. I think the Slardar pick is a bit weird, but we'll see what they do. Especially against the Darkseer, he can really mess Slardar's farm up.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have plenty of armor reduction on this side. I think against the Wraith King, it could be a way of getting through him. Later on in the game, he can definitely be quite a pain to take down. I think just trying to control him and keep him out while focusing down the potential carry that we're about to see could definitely do them some good.
Oh, we'll see what they pick up there now. And who is this? Hi, Luke and Toot. We are casting live now, so you guys have to behave. You're free to help us co-cast there. We're joined by Luke and Toon.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Thank you for the welcome.
if you guys,
That's awesome.
you can actually go to the stream, so you can
Yes,
cast.
I'm trying to.
I'll give you the link since you can't join the game. There we go. I posted it. Oh, let's see what they're picking up here. I think they still need a carry, and I think they're gonna either pick a carry or a mid here, or we'll see.
Yeah, I think building on the team fight presence, perhaps. You could see the Void popping in here. It's like nice counter play. Or if mid, we may see perhaps a Storm Spirit of some sort.
Yeah, I think Void is a bit too greedy, because I just think he takes too long to get online, and then the oh, there's a Dragon Knight.
Well, Void can still do quite a bit with a well-placed Chronosphere.
Yeah, but the thing is they don't have any follow-up damage. They got the AA ulti outside, and that's it. So now they have a Dragon Knight, which could potentially do cleave damage, a splash damage inside the Chrono, but I still think they need more damage to add to a Chronosphere.
They've got no lifesteal after that, no heals.
Well,
so
I think
after the Chrono goes off, they've got all of the time to take advantage of that.
What do you mean no heal? Well, they got a Dazzle and a Treant Protector, which will be most likely they will stop people getting killed in the Chrono. Also, the Invoker with this Tornado is a really good counter because he has this really long range. He can just lift the Void up and just waste.
Heals can't be used after you've been AA'd.
Oh, but yeah.
Can't lifesteal or heal at all.
Yeah, there's no lifesteal.
They picked the Dragon Knight again after seeing like a pick like the Slardar and the Dazzle where armor reduction
Well,
can
they've
be
already picked everything.
easy access.
I think I'm behind.
Oh, you guys are about 10 seconds behind, so it's not that much.
Yeah.
Oh, in the stream.
My poor computer needs some time um, to render this.
Yeah, what's your upload? It's lagging.
Is it?
It's made of stone.
Our upload is pretty good.
I'll put a bet on that we see the Centaur in the 5th spot for the next Radiant. John's favourite, of course, at the moment.
What did you say, Total?
The Radiant side looking now probably for an off lane. I think it won't be a surprise if we don't see the Centaur.
Oh, then they have 2 blinked. I guess it could be good. Maybe a Timbersaw. Yeah, I guess I can see that. They have 2 strength-based heroes. What is Dark's hero? He's intelligent-based. They have 2 strength-based heroes, which he's extremely good at. But he's one of those that gotta get up close and personal, and we could see some really nice Darkseid rolls there, I think. With the AA follow-ups, which will be nice.
Wraith King could slow him, which makes a well-placed Dark Herald even more devastating.
Yep.
And easier to land as well. So we'll see, though. But
in a team fight condition, do you still try and ignore the Wraith King? Because I mean, it's generally the practice, isn't it? You save him till last.
But it depends on how much damage he does. I mean, if he gets farmed enough, he actually does quite a bit of damage early game with his crits. So then you have to kill him. Otherwise, you just kill your supports. But that's where your supports needs to get stuff like Force Staff and things like that to kite him around. You know, Dazzle has Poison Touch. So if they're good enough about controlling him, Invoker can also potentially just drain his mana with going EMP. So that's one of the really bad things. But if he's a support, it's not a huge deal. You just want to go in, hit at someone, do some damage, maybe die. So, yeah.
I think from the Dire, we're going to see them like really sieging up with the Dragon Knight and the Wraith King, sorry, and like counter initiating with the Sand King and the Darkseer combination, and you know, even the AA, basically being able to keep some of their squishier supporting characters further back, and being able to basically pick off people as they're trying to reduce down the Wraith King as well as the DK.
Well, we're in the game, so let's I'll start representing the Radiant side. We have Hebro on the Slardar. We have Sansuken on the Invoker. We have Hontrash on the Timbersaw, and we have Prodigy on the Dazzle. And last but not least, we have TK on the tree. So we'll let Total present the Dire team. Go from left to right, so I can spectate them.
Okay, so on the support side of the Tri lane, we have HS Tiamat playing the AA.
No, start from Wraith King and go to Dragon Knight.
Sorry. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Wraith King being played by Tomato Beer in our Tri lane. We then have on the AA Tiamat and Shiraz, who's already roaming, trying to look for a fight. He's playing the Sand King. We've got then Darkseer being played by Wolvermax, and then finally we've got Calais in the mid with the Dragon Knight.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll see. It's going to be Invoker versus Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight never really lose, but he's definitely not going to win this matchup either, I feel. The Invoker has
Dragon
too
Knight
much.
just needs to try to make as much of the lane as he can.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's going to be stomping the lane. It's not like he's going to be utterly stomped on unless
But now there might be some action mid, as we have the Sand King. He's found an Invis rune, and I think he's looking to find some action up top. And he's looking, and he might find something. But there's 2 healers here. You guys think they can find a kill?
Well, with the Treant picking up the living armor, it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, he's already skilled it. Dazzle gets Shallow Grave. Now he can get really hard. You think about going? Keep thinking.
They can definitely put some damage on
Invis.
here.
No, he doesn't go. He gets pinged out as well.
which is probably the better.
Well, it's really hard to go on this lane. They can play really aggressively well. As if Hebro overextends or fucks up, he can be picked up by 2 other supports. And both of them are quite tanky, the Slardar and the Tree, and the Dazzle Not so, but still, as there's a lot of healing.